Failure has to be taken as a teacher. Failure is a part of success. Nobody in this world has been able to be successful, without undergoing failure. So उसकी बात क्यों कर रहा मेरे से आज? What does he want from me? You are always suspicious of others' motive. You do not trust them. तो ability to trust, अगर वो lacking है, तो you can never be a good leader. कि वो क्या देखना चाहता है, क्या क्वालिटीज आप में चाहिए और क्या, अगर आप अपने अंदर झांकें और देख पाएं कि क्या आपके अंदर इस तरह की टेंडेंसीज हैं. हेलो, ग्रीटिंग्स टू ऑल माय स्टूडेंट्स. एक क्वेश्चन बहुत आमतौर पर पूछा जाता है कि साइकोलॉजिस्ट जो है स्टूडेंट्स में क्या देखना चाहता है, कैंडिडेट्स में क्या देखना चाहता है. जनरली एक ऑफिसर लाइक क्वालिटीज़ 15 क्वालिटीज़ हैं. बहुत सारी लोग जो हैं उनको डिटेल डिस्क्रिप्शन देते हैं. तो in our view, in the views of the Lakshya Academy in particular, we feel that knowing about those qualities exactly the way it is specified in a technical sense is likely to be counterproductive. अगर आप वो क्वालिटीज़ का ध्यान रखें, अच्छा ये 15 क्वालिटीज़ हैं तो मुझे अपना कंडक्ट इस तरह से चेंज करना चाहिए, तो हमारे हिसाब से उसका फ़ायदा होने की बजाय नुकसान होने ज़्यादा चांसेस हैं. बिकॉज देन यू डू नॉट टर्न आउट टू बी एन ऑथेंटिक पर्सन. लेकिन फिर भी ये बच्चों का ये क्वेश्चन तो वैलिड है भाई, कि फिर ऐसा साइकोलॉजिस्ट हमें क्या देखना चाहता है. तो इसको हम प्लेन लैंग्वेज में, जो लेमैन्स की लैंग्वेज में एक्सप्लेन करने की कोशिश करते हैं कि वो क्या देखना चाहता है, क्या क्वालिटीज़ आप में चाहिए और क्या, अगर आप अपने अंदर झांकें और देख पाएँ कि क्या आपके अंदर इस तरह की टेंडेंसीज हैं, इनको मैं ठीक कर सकता हूँ, तो दैट विल डू द जॉब. उससे काम ठीक हो जाएगा. दैट्स इनफ. For example, we'll talk one thing at a time. Always suspicious of others' motives. There is a class of people, उनके साथ कोई दूसरा बंदा जो हंस के भी बात करता है, तो वो उनके दिमाग में आता है, यार ये हंस के बात क्यों कर रहा मेरे से आज? What does he want from me? You are always suspicious of others' motive. You do not trust them. तो ability to trust, अगर वो lacking है, तो you can never be a good leader. For a good leader, it is absolutely essential that you should be able to secure the wholehearted and willing cooperation of all others towards a common objective. तो ये आपने अपने अंदर झांक के देखना है, क्या आपके अंदर क्या दूसरों को easily trust करने की, at least to start with. Well, if the other fellow he does something and based on that you want to revise your opinion, that is okay. But the starting assumption should be that you should be able to trust. Tendency to quit after 1 or 2 failures. See, this number 2. Here, the psychologist is very much interested to know कि आप थोड़ी सी जल्दी घबरा तो नहीं जाते failure से. Are you willing to draw the right lessons from the failure? Failure has to be taken as a teacher. Failure is a part of success. Nobody in this world has been able to be successful, without undergoing failure. Failure and success are hand in hand. तो अगर कोई आदमी बड़ी जल्दी जो दिल छोड़ देता है कि यार मेरे बस की बात नहीं है, तो that is not the kind of person that we want. We want persons who are persevering, who from the failures draw the right lessons, make modifications, then move ahead. Exceptionally low risk appetite. A leader takes judicious risks. अगर आप जिंदगी में रिस्क नहीं लेते हैं तो nothing can be achieved. For nobody can give you an advance guarantee that whatever effort you're going to make, it is going to be successful. No, there are many other. So if you have the ability to take judicious risk, that's a very important requirement, and that is what the psychologist is looking for in you. तो अच्छा जी सर, वो उसको कैसे पता लगेगा? वो आप छोड़ दो. That is not your area. That is not your domain. आप सिर्फ अपने अंदर झांक के देखो कि क्या आपकी सिक्योरिटी नीड्स बहुत ज़्यादा हैं, या यू आर एबल टू टेक सर्टेन अमाउंट ऑफ रिस्क, जुडिशियस रिस्क. अगर नहीं है तो अगर हमें ये टेंडेंसीज इफ दे आर ब्रॉट टू द लाइट ऑफ कॉन्शियसनेस, दैट इटसेल्फ इज 90% रेमेडी. राइट? Your shadow, if that shadow is brought to the light of consciousness, that the shadow disappears. So a mere acknowledgement, mere ability to introspect and see whether I have these kind of tendencies, not willing to delay short-term gratifications for long-term gains. आपको अभी की पड़ी है, अभी तो मुझे आइसक्रीम खाने का दिल कर रहा है, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट काम आपका सामने है, आप उसको छोड़ के चले जाते हो। तो अगर आप शॉर्ट टर्म ग्रेटिफिकेशंस को डिले नहीं कर सकते फॉर लॉन्ग टर्म गेन्स, तो व्हाट काइंड ऑफ सक्सेस डू यू अचीव? Often we may have to work for long hours towards an uncertain future goal. Am I willing to put in efforts on a sustained basis for an uncertain, distant goal? Well, if that quality is there, you are a person going to be very successful, and you have the qualities of a leader. People pleaser. क्या आपका जो भी काम है आप सिर्फ इस बेसिस पे करते हो कि आप वाहवाही लूटें, लोग ताली बजाएं? इफ ऑल द टाइम योर लाइफ इज गवर्न्ड बाय दिस बिलीव, लोग क्या कहेंगे? देयर इज ए क्लास ऑफ पीपल, वो सारी जिंदगी उनकी बीत जाती है, लोग क्या कहेंगे? कैन सच फेलो बी ए गुड लीडर? सी, एज ए लीडर समटाइम्स इन द इंटरेस्ट ऑफ द ग्रुप यू हैव टू टेक सर्टेन हार्ड डिसीजंस व्हिच मे नॉट बी एक्सट्रीमली पॉपुलर, but right, correct, morally correct things will have to be done sometimes, even if so your need for external validation should be minimum. You should be able to decide from your own mind and heart that you follow the right course. लोग क्या कहेंगे, ये exactly people pleaser, ये उन्हीं के लोग से है. See, there is a only minor difference between the two. People pleaser में कई बार ये होता है, आप से कोई आपका रिश्तेदार, कोई फ्रेंड, कोई अंकल, कोई आंटी, कोई नेबर, कोई आपसे कोई फेवर मांगने के लिए आता है, आप अपना काम, जरूरी काम छोड़ के उसका काम करने लग जाते हो. आप ना कहना चाहते हो लेकिन अंत में हाँ कर बैठते हो, एंड देन इन योर हार्ट ऑफ हार्ट यू फील कि अदर्स आर टेकिंग अनड्यू एडवांटेज ऑफ यू. तो दिस इज नॉट गोइंग टू प्रोड्यूस लॉन्ग टर्म गुड रिजल्ट्स. इवन इफ यू मे बी डूइंग ए गुड जॉब, okay, and you will be socially acceptable, everybody will say that you are a very nice person, but if you are feeling like a victim, if you are feeling that you are being exploited, कि आपकी अच्छाई का लोग गलत फायदा उठा रहे हैं, तो इसका end result अच्छा नहीं होगा. Whatever you are doing, you may be doing something which is considered good by the society, which is considered good by you also, but if while doing the good job, if you are experiencing negative emotions, then that negative emotions will contaminate the good work that is done by you, and that good work is nullified. Results of that are not going to be good. So that was the part of people pleaser. And लोग क्या कहेंगे, we have already covered कि external validation की जो need है हमें ज़्यादा नहीं होनी चाहिए. Always worrying about the future. One of the key areas for getting the best results in life is जो भी काम कर रहे हो आप उसको इतना मग्न होकर कर रहे हो कि आपको दीन दुनिया की खबर ही नहीं है. You are so absorbed in it that you are completely oblivious of whatever else is happening around you in the world. When that happens, when you are in that state of mind, a divine quality flows in your work, and your work is bound to get noticed by the whole world sooner or later. So, be present in whatever activity that you are doing. Take care of your today, take care of your now. Today will take care of itself. Take care of your today, tomorrow will take care of itself. So, undue worry about the future is counterproductive. Be present. Be present in whichever activity you are doing, wholly, solely. Okay. Over concern about security and safety. This and the risk-taking capability are interlinked. अगर आप हर एक चीज़ का पहले से एडवांस आपको चाहिए सिक्योरिटी, तो भाई you will not initiate anything new. Let's say I just give a simple example. A young mother, वो उसका 2 साल का बच्चा गली में खेलने जाता है, तो उससे 2.5 साल के बच्चे ने उसको कुछ छेड़ दिया या दे मेड फन ऑफ हिम. 2 साल का बच्चा भी बड़े जो सेंसिटिव होते हैं, वो रोता रोता घर आ जाता है. मम्मी कहती है ना ना गंदे बच्चे हैं, उनके सब मत खेला करो. What kind of development of that child will be? You want your child to be secure from emotional discomfort, from physical discomfort and all that. उस child की, उस बच्चे की क्या development होगी? Will he be able to stand and face the challenges of the world when he grows up? Even in a very physical way. अगर आप अपने घर का environment इतना आपने clean and neat रखा हुआ है कि हर कोने कोने में लाइजोल लगा हुआ है, कोई कीटाणु नज़र नहीं आता, हॉस्पिटल की तरह आपने उसको सैनिटाइज किया हुआ है, तो क्या होगा? बच्चों की इम्यूनिटी बिल्कुल कम हो जाएगी. So what the over concern about security and safety hinders growth. So if you want to be a real leader, you have to grow out of it. Envious. If you are you see others progress and your heart burns. Okay, so this is a very negative emotion. If the envy is taken as a means to self-improvement and to do yourself better, then it is positive. But if as a result of envy you want to either harm your opponent or even your friend, maybe, you know, who is more successful than you, then obviously these results are not going to be good. Okay. Addictions. If anybody, these are self-explanatory, I don't think I have to spend much time. This is alcohol, tobacco, pan masala, substance addiction, gambling, okay, lotteries, betting, speculative trading, net addiction, सारा दिन उसी में लगे रहते हो, social media, excessive screen time, shopping, and actually one point has not been there. Even in some cases, you know, sex addiction. Well, sex is the primary need of a human being. I think as primary and as basic, primordial as probably food or whatever. But if this becomes addiction kind of a thing, and then it will be hampering your progress in any case. Passive aggressive. What is passive aggression? Let me give an example of a married couple. Husband makes kind of demands for some even ordinary services to be rendered, और छोटी छोटी बातों में गुस्से हो गया है, कुछ है. In some cases, you know, I have even gone to the extent of saying that, you know, वो कपड़े निकाल के उसके बाहर रखती है, और ये सर whatever it is, अंडरवियर बनियान भी निकाल के रखती है when he comes out, and if it is not there, so the wife in her heart of heart feels that these are unreasonable demands are being made on her time and energy. And to counter that, sometimes, you know, for some, so बात नहीं करूँगी, मुंह फुला के उधर कर लिया, whatever it is. It can be true in friends, it can be true even between a you know, boss and a subordinate. So passive aggression means you are showing aggression by your passive behavior, not. तो ये किस कब आता है? This passive aggressiveness comes only when you are not willing to take up the issue and through dialogue. If you are not willing to communicate, unwillingness to resolve issues by direct communication. So this is very important. If for a leader, if there are certain issues which are growing up between one group and another, and where your group's interests are in contradiction to the other group, you will have to take up the issue and resolve it through direct communication. So I think आज के लिए we can stop it here. The further part we can take later. So to sum up, let me say, what is the SSB looking? Are you willing to take judicious risks? Are you perseverant in your efforts? Do you learn from your failures? Are you too much concerned about what others will think of you? Are you willing to trust others? Can you take the team forward? Will you be a consensus builder, even, you know, in some cases where, you know, you have to do the communication and take the whole people together? So these are the kind of things. These are, you know, this may not be a complete or an exhaustive or a comprehensive list, but these are the kind of things that he wants. He wants a person who is making efforts, who is well organized, who plans well, and who is able to take the entire group along with them, who is able to trust his subordinates and others. So those are the kind of qualities which is looking to them, and there is no need for you to get into those 15 qualities and go through them in the technical sense, because the moment you go through that, and that is likely to affect your behavior in a negative way, तो उसका नुकसान ज़्यादा होगा और फ़ायदा कम होगा. ये अपने अंदर झांकिए, अपने आप को इम्प्रूव करने की कोशिश कीजिए. कुछ भी दिखावा करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, कुछ भी इमेज प्रोजेक्शन करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. हाउ द अदर फेलो इज इंटरप्रेटिंग, दैट इज हिज जॉब. यू डोंट वरी अबाउट दैट. ओके, यू सी विदिन, and the recognition or identification or acceptance of these tendencies is 90% job is done. The moment you are conscious, there is a likelihood that these things will go away over a period of time. So that's all about me, about this, what Psych is looking for, and we'll meet next again after some time.